All right, these are the hip circles lying on the back. Yeah, we have them also, then also the hip circles on all fours, standing, blah, 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 blah. But we are starting lying on the back. Okay, have a look. So basically we are circling one hip like this, but there are a few variations here. But first of all, I want to make sure that the pelvis stays on the ground. It's just one hip circling at the moment. Yeah, it's not movement in both or with the pelvis going from side to side. So the pelvis stays here down, and I'm circling in the hip. So you can do this version where you keep contact with the foot on the floor, and you try to really like bring the leg out to the outside, straightening it, pulling it in, and now you can also try to bring the knee to the inside to have more range of motion. So not to bring it here, but even to go a bit further, and to pull the heel very close to the pelvis. Yeah, and then circle again. Obviously, they're both directions. When you feel more proficient, you can also lift the foot up from the floor. Yeah. So it will be a tiny bit more difficult, and then you can also go further, yeah, because you're not restricted anymore here. You go a bit further, you pull a bit further up towards the chest. You go in, you bring the knee into this direction, but without lifting the pelvis off. You keep it there, and then you go. And another thing that I can do, yeah, to add some more movement is when I go out here, I rotate in the hip in a way that this foot, it goes a bit higher. You see? Boom. Yeah, that's external rotation. So, and now I do the opposite. I rotate a bit in this direction. Yeah, I rotate the foot a bit out. And that's internal rotation. So I go a bit more into external rotation, pulling this foot up, going up, bring it towards the chest, and here also again, like bring it a bit further up into this direction, boom, with this internal rotation. Yeah, it adds a tiny bit of range, but also quite a bit of complexity and of understanding of the anatomy of the movements of the hip joint, yeah, that I can bring it in and out, like bring the knee to the chest and straighten it again, or I can let it fall to the outside or to the inside, but that I can also rotate here to the inside, and then this foot will go out, this is the inside, internal rotation, and the external rotation when the foot goes more in. And to combine all these motions into a nice circle. So build it up for yourself. In every training, you can try to add one layer on every second training, but start with this very basic one, then lift off, and then see, can you also add this internal and external rotation into the mix. All right.